Hello, Iron Maiden maniacs everywhere. It's Friday, the weekend starts now, and when you're watching this, well, I will be at work because this is recorded on a Thursday night. But this is episode.
The magic of the internet now, Joe.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be going out live, mate. You know,
well, when I figure out how to stream, I will. And it's took me long enough to figure out to do this. So, yeah. I will be doing a stream.
Excuse the mess. I've got decorators in. The place is a fucking bomb site. So, it is what it is.
I'm sure that's what everyone was worried about.
Yeah, like, you know, they always say, like, you know, nice pictures. And
look at this lovely background that I've got. And then, you know, yeah I'm going to stick the boot in, actually. Fuck it.
Fucking spin on that.
So this is number 28 of Maidencast, the show where we go through all of the Iron Maiden canon, all of the studio albums, the side projects and solo albums, and all of in between of Iron Maiden. And this week we are catching up with the infamous, lovable rogue Paul Di'Anno in his...
And his quest to fucking be valid again.
Yeah, I think this is his last solo album up until now. He did do another album in 2015 with Architects of Chaos. But yeah, this is his last solo studio album. A bit of a confusion, which I am going to clear up. So in 2000, we got Di'Anno, Nomad. Recorded with, I'm guessing, one of his touring bands. We'll go through the lineup in a minute.
This is the same guitarist who did Feel My Pain, actually. So yeah.
Yes, and all the I knew that was going to do that. Sorry if that just went boom, like a piano. Paolo Turin.
That's him.
Who was also Paul Turin. I don't know where I got Paolo from.
It's Paolo. It's Brazilian, so it's Paolo.
Oh, it's Paolo, right? Okay, yeah. It says Paul here. Chico Diera on guitars, Philippe Andreoli on bass, and Equiles Presta on drums. I even did a bit of an accent now. I'm getting better at this.
Get your Portuguese on, son.
Cultured lark. So in 2000 we had Nomad, and then in 2000 oh god, right, this just gets worse, doesn't it? And then in 2006 this album was repackaged as Paul Di'Anno, The Living Dead.
Yeah.
Slightly change of the sets. It's the same track list apart from
different order, isn't it?
Yeah, slightly different order. So on this Nomad, you get an intro track, which then leads into Man in the Attic. But on this track 6 of this, The Living Dead, is basically becomes the opening track on this. So we lose the intro. They put Living Dead as the opening track, and then it goes into Man in the Attic.
So they blew their load early. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah, and then so if you are going to get it, and you might want to get it, I'm waiting for Luke to stick the boot in there.
Well, but that's the version on Spotify, Nomad.
Yeah, it seems like
so. That's what most people are going to listen to. I would have thought.
If you are in the UK,
yeah,
you're better off getting this edition because you get a cover of Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. Pretty cool cover, actually.
Oh,
actually, I'm not sure if it's the same lineup. And then you get Rothschild and Phantom of the Opera live, because you will never have too many live.
Yeah, you've never heard them before.
Yeah, and this actually comes with a DVD where you get a video of The Living Dead and a in-depth interview with Paul Di'Anno. It's actually not a bad little interview. Actually, he goes through all of his catalogue, post Maiden, etc., etc. And I don't know, but the voice sounds familiar, and I think it might be Ian Camfield. If it ain't Ian Camfield, it sounds a lot like him.
So that man's got a unique voice, hasn't he?
Yeah.
All them rock shows we listened to as when we were younger.
I want to get Ian Camfield on this channel. I wonder if I can.
Must be able to blag it somehow.
Out to him somehow.
Especially with if you're doing your British Steel stuff. He plugged a lot of the stuff you're playing.
He did, yeah.
You know what I mean? True. So, worth a shout. Why not?
Yeah. That might be my mission. I mean, does he even... I don't know what he does now. Does he work at XFM still? I don't know.
No, is XFM even XFM anymore?
I don't know.
A quick
I don't
Google
know.
will find out.
I'm going to do one of them. What was that? You always get that documentary, don't you, where someone like tracks down an old celebrity. What was the guy that tracked down Lars Ulrich? It was his dream to meet Lars Ulrich, and he finally met him at backstage at a gig or something.
All right, cool.
There was another one. I don't know. You always hear about it. I think it's Bill Wang. He had a thing. He was looking for Vinnie Vincent from Kiss, and he had like his YouTube channel, and he would just walk up to random people going, "Have you seen Vinnie Vincent?" And they're like, "No." Oh, yeah. Like, oh, you know, this is being, and you're on such and such TV. I go, like, "I've not seen Vinnie Vincent in ages. Have you seen Vinnie Vincent?" And, no, I don't. Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Legend.
And then Vinnie Vincent came back, didn't he? Looking like Michael Jackson. And I think he conned a load of people out of a load of money. Did like
he did his own band, didn't he? Vinnie Vincent Invasion or something, wasn't it? Because they did a track on the Nightmare on Elm Street 4 soundtrack.
I think he did like some like, you know, the thing where you would pay for an album before it comes out.
Yeah.
I think he was putting together some sort of box set, and it was going to be full of like Kiss demos, and it just didn't materialize.
There's a shock.
Something like that. I'm painting with broad strokes. Yeah. I know Ralph Vieira covered it quite in. He covered it quite in depth. But anyway, on to the proceedings. So yeah, we'll be doing the original album, so Nomad tonight. That's the track listing we'll be going in. And
what can you say? I mean, I had the misfortune to come out the same year as Brave New World and Silicon Messiah.
And this is the best one of the three, hands down.
Where's the off button? Fucking stroll on. I don't know.
Do you think he was stitched up? Do you think he might have submitted it in January and they went, no, we can't put this out early. We're going to wait.
Yeah. Fucking hell. They should have got it out because, you know, the thing is, it's annoying because out of all Paul's albums, I think this is the most well-produced one, like sound-wise. I mean, Murder One had a pretty good sound. I was trying to catch on to the old Colin Richardson style of production, but this sounds really good, really clear. Guitars have got a bit of weight. The kick drums they're triggered, but they're not triggered to the point where they sound like a drum machine. It's a really good snare. The bass is there. It's really good sound. But it all goes downhill.
What exactly is wrong with the album? Or would you rather go through it once we get into the songs?
Well, I mean, you're going to hear a word from me a lot tonight, and it's just going to be uninspired. It's just, I mean, I even read on his Wikipedia, he always does really well in South America, doesn't he? That all the fucking the early Maiden era and all that.
Yeah.
Basically, he was living in Brazil because he thought, fuck it, cut out the middleman. This is the only place left in the world where I'm big. I'll just hook up with a load of Brazilian musicians. I'll write a tired, cliched album, but that sort of stuff goes down like a fucking new Pantera album out there.
Yeah.
Because they just love metal. They don't give a shit what standard it is. They just love the fucking harangues and the drums.
They
and
do
all that.
as well.
And fair play to them because they kept the flame alive during the fucking the late 90s, early 2000s.
Family. Yeah, he said it's crazy.
But no, I mean, it's just, and he's gone out there and he's just, this is a fucking paint by numbers metal album, even down to the artwork. You know, it looks like something Dio would do if Dio, you know, if you weren't
playing pubs.
Yeah, you know, it's really cliched and tired, and for me, it's, you know, I could just fucking sum the album up here and now, but we'll go track by track. We'll do it, you know, the justice. But having said that, as usual with Paul, when he gets it right, he fucking gets it right. And there's a couple of instances on this, and it's so frustrating because, as we've said previously, we don't like bashing Paul. He's the old Cockney geezer and all that, and we love him. But he just, when he gets it right, he doesn't stick to it. He gets distracted by something shiny in a corner and it all goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very generic album, it must be said. But I think it's generic, but it is quite solid. It is, you know, if you were going to do a standard modern take on like a classic metal formula with a bit of a fresh tendencies with a bit of a modern groove thrown in, yeah, I think this is a pretty solid slice of modern heavy metal. But with that being said, though, I think if Paul Di'Anno wasn't the vocalist, it would be...
Oh, it'd just be lost in the mix. I mean, this was lost in the mix anyway.
It would be a band that opened... It'd be a support band that you would enjoy while they were on.
Yeah.
But you'd instantly forget them.
They'd be on one of the 7 different stages at Rock in Rio, wouldn't they? Opening the tent or something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not... You know, and that's a shame. But
it's annoying because all the musicians involved, they can clearly play. You know, it's no slight against them as musicians.
And
there's
some good riffs on here. The songs are structured well, and I must say there are some blistering solos as well.
Yeah, the solos are.
But I know what you mean. It's not. But again, the standards have risen over the years, and
especially the year this came out.
If you think the year that this came,
high.
Yeah.
The thing is, Paul Dickinson, fucking hell, that's his real name. Bruce Dickinson, obviously, he ruined...
Is his real name, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Paul Bruce, isn't it? But he ruined Di'Anno solo career because his level... I mean, although Balls to Picasso and Skunkworks weren't hits, the quality of songwriting and the quality of musicianship was fucking at another level straight away.
Yeah.
You know, or even Total Millionaire. And that was just a side project when he was still in Maiden. It's the quality of the musicianship and the songwriting is up there. And he basically buried Paul Di'Anno without even trying. And I'm not saying he would even try because he's not that sort of guy. But Paul was always trying to fucking reach up to that level and he just never been able to do it, save for one album, which was Murder One. But yeah, I mean... But, you know, I want him to do an album that's going to knock everyone out, you know, but obviously I don't think it's going to happen now.
No, I don't know. Like it does. It's gonna. Did that last show happen in the end, or did that get wiped out by COVID?
I think they got killed by COVID. It's supposed to be in Bromsgrove, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's sold out as well. So
it did. I was gutted. I wanted to go because
this is the thing. People do like people do love Paul. People do want to see him, and
there's a shitload of Gumbies who insist that Maiden died after Killers or after Maiden Japan came out.
I do know someone. I did meet someone once who said, like, I was old, like, he was into his old school heavy metal. He's 50s as well. And I said, do you like Iron Maiden? And he went, oh, I liked them. I weren't keen on the new singer, though, so I stopped after that.
Fucking new singer, what plays? No.
Nah, yeah. He was like, you know, he said something like, once they went on Tiz was, it was all downhill from there.
Mind you, there's some proper old schoolers in there. And I sort of respect them because they're the sort of people
I would have said something like that, though. So,
I mean, they're the sort of people that said Metallica sold out after the fucking Metal for the what was their demo called? Metal for Mothers. Oh no, that was Maiden.
Was it Metal Up Your Arse or something like that?
Something like that, wasn't it? But they're saying.
Oh, for fuck. We should know this.
I know, and it's annoying me because as soon as we stop recording, I'll fucking remember it. But yeah, there are people saying that they sold out on Kill 'Em All. You know, and they're fucking dedicated. They're old schoolers, mate. You know, we think we're metal. We got nothing on them.
Well, that one, even Cliff weren't even
No
on
Life
that,
Till Leather.
No Life Till Leather. There you go. Yeah. I suck. Yeah, I should have known.
It's only because I heard fucking Dickinson, Hetfield singing it in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, so opening then with Madman in the Attic.
Well, that opens with the intro, doesn't it? Which is a pointless minute. They could have, all that shit at the beginning, the bell tolling. If they'd had that at the start of Madman in the Attic, it would have, you know, made sense. But it's just a pointless minute and fucking 10 seconds or whatever it is. Waste of a track.
Yeah, so I think this hits the ground running quite nicely. I think it is a good opening track. Good, solid track. I like the way the riffs play out. I like the subtle little melodies. I think it's got a pretty good chorus. Look, it's not, you know, it's not world changing. I think if someone like Alice Cooper put this out, it would probably be a hit. You know, I think, you know, the Madman in the Attic is something that he would sing as well. That sounds
it sounds like he's sort of fair, doesn't it?
Yeah. But then again, if Alice Cooper put out, it'd probably be produced a bit better and a bit bigger and slightly formatted, different. But yeah, not convinced.
complete opposite for me. I mean, the drum intro is totally self-indulgent. You know, obviously the guy can play, but it's like, it just screams, look at me. And you got the intro verse riff again, like I said earlier, it's uninspired. Yeah, with you on the chorus, that's a pretty good riff, but and a pretty good melody as well. But Paul's insistence now on doing the high pitch thing, which he hasn't really
when did that become a thing? Because he didn't really do it when he was in Maiden.
No, never. It's on the last the Feel My Pain albums where he started doing it, and he should have been slapped around because it's horrible. And now he's brought in this pseudo death growl as well, which fucking hell, stop it. You know, he hasn't got that range. He's got, when he sings properly, as we're going to find out later on, he nails it, and there ain't many better. But him trying to go to the extremes, it's fucking hideous. You've got to stick what you can do.
The high pitch stuff on Killers.
No.
Wasn't he even having a go? Because that was.
He did a couple of high notes at the end of a song.
Yeah.
But here he's doing entire sections, and it's like, oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, he needs to stick to what he can do, and 5 minutes is way too long. Outstays his welcome big time.
Yeah.
For me, it's just it's not a very good intro to it. It doesn't, you know, it's supposed to be a fucking, hang about it. Well, we're in for a journey here. But as soon as I heard it, it was like, oh dear. tired metal.
Right, War Machine.
Same again.
Yeah. Got a bit of an Accept vibe, this one.
Yeah, I mean, the drummer's using the same sort of uninspired, just standard double kick drums. Like, you know, he's not trying to work them around the riff or do anything a bit different with them, stagger them or put them even slightly off time. But he's just doing a constant double kick, and it's just drumming by numbers, you know. And it's annoying because the guy can obviously play, but he's not really thinking outside the box. And I mean, Paul needs to stop writing lyrics because they're fucking cringeworthy. But there's some good, you know, it's ever so often because I was listening to headphones, and there's some really nice guitar melodies going on here, so I'm not going to shit on the entire song.
Yeah, that.
Yes, yeah.
The end of the
exactly
thing,
that one.
things like that, yeah.
There's sort of if you come across a bomb site and you see a hand sticking out, desperate to be saved, it's like that's that melody trying to fucking get out. You know, it's like.
What would you rather listen to, right? So you're in a car and it's like, right, so oh fuck, I've only got 2 CDs on me, right? Would you listen to this or the last Battlezone album?
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's got to be this.
Myself.
It's got to be this.
Talk radio.
You can't. James O'Brien's on.
Oh, fuck me. I don't know. To be honest, I suppose the last fucking Battlezone, because at least it had a bit of a Killers vibe.
Yeah, but this has got more standout tracks at least, even if they're
not
very
not
good
for me,
songs.
ain't.
No?
No, there's more standouts on the other one.
We didn't even do a review of the last one. You were just like, nah.
Yeah, but that shows, you know, it's
I
like...
I can't even do it. I just...
But, you know, I thought, that was just me being fucking lazy, not wanting to listen to a shit album or a tired album. I thought, no, I've got to put the effort in. But no, there's more standouts, more music that agreed with me on Feel My Pain than there is on this.
All right. Moving on. Brothers of the Tone.
What, you mean where they turned into a deaf cover band? This is the Sacred Serenity riff. Dun, 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 dun. Play it. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it, because as soon as it come on, I was like, fucking hell, it's a death riff.
Fucking hell, yeah, it is.
It's blatant. I'd like to think
wherever
by accident.
we go, whatever we do.
Even the vocals, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? You might have just noticed. You're a bigger Death fan than me. I thought you'd have been all over it.
No, I thought, I like that song as well. Now I don't.
That's why you liked it.
That's why I liked it, because it's a death riff.
I'd like to think it was by accident, but fucking hell, it's just so on the nose. It's unreal.
Yeah, I remember we were with a rock show with Gully and Joe. We were doing all the Death albums, and I've always said like in my top 3 all-time favourite solos is a song called Secret Face, where Paul Mastavas, I can't pronounce his surname, from Cynic. Basically, Cynic launched their career off of that album because basically Chuck hired Cynic.
Oh yes, Sean. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and
yeah, I know what you mean.
But there's this beautiful solo on Secret Face, and Gully just went, "Yeah, that's the riff. That's the opening music on Outrun." I was like, "What are you on about? Seriously, go get Outrun." It was
fucking hell.
For fuck's sake. I couldn't not hear it. Now I hear it.
Yeah, yeah. Ruined it for it forever.
Yeah. So yeah, you've done that. This song though has got a very good chorus. I think. Is this the one?
It's got like then it biohazard shouty chorus when Paul's doing the really high notes. Oh crap! Yeah. You know the biohazard stuff. You know I can see why, but with Paul really struggling to hit Halford type notes.
Yeah, just like I did.
And for it to be 5 minutes as well, fucking or nearly 5 minutes. And the thing is, they don't shy away from playing that riff either. They play it all the time. It's like fucking hell. Surprised they didn't get a cease and desist off Chuck's estate.
Well, you can't get feathers off a frog, can you?
But the entire album has been really self-indulgent so far. I mean, like you say, they can obviously play, but the soloing so far it's always like, and the drumming is look at me. It's almost like they've like, right, we've got a bit of a spotlight. We're Paul Di'Anno, you know, this album's gonna be heard by lots of people. Let's fucking go out and play, and you know, fair play to the guys, but it does come across a bit self-indulgent.
Yeah, right. POV 2000.
Yeah.
I mean, was this an old song that was? I don't know why.
I thought that because he did that on Feel My Pain, didn't he? But I don't recall hearing these absolutely terrible fucking lyrics about Nazi Germany before.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? Because you feel like if I point out that the lyrics of this are fucking crap, does it somehow mean I disagree with the message?
No, there's ways of writing song lyrics.
Yeah, but it is pretty cringe, isn't it? I mean, this is Facebook posts.
I'll persecute cunts like you, and I hope that hell awaits. Come on, Paul. You know, yes, we all think they're cunts. Any right-minded person, you know, would think that about Nazis. But fucking, there's a way to write a lyric. You know, and like you say, it is like a Facebook rant.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's that, you know, that someone in their biography puts like anti-racist. It's like, yeah, are you anti-murder as well?
Yeah, that's it.
Good for you.
You know, given.
It's like, yeah, it should be a given.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's not normal people, really.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah.
But yeah, the entire song is best left. I mean, it's just uninspired, cliched metal.
Yeah. But in this one, it's POV 2000, and then this version is POV 2005. Like, so did you re-record it then? Apart from that, though, again, it's all right. It's got a good little bit of riffing on there. I mean, I can listen to this album. I don't know. I'm known for being a snob, but I'm really not, and I think this proves it.
No, I mean, for me,
this is far from my top fucking 10 albums, but I could listen to this album and be all right, you know. But I skipped the last couple of tracks, fair enough. But I could say that about a load of albums, but I can listen to this and be content. Sorry.
Yes, we're over. I'm going to shut the fucking laptop. But no, I mean, for me, this is, if I want that sort of, you know, that sort of thing that you want, I'll go for a Hatebreed album.
Well, yeah.
But this makes Hatebreed sound state of the art.
I mean, Hatebreed for me. I mean, Hatebreed's more gym music for me. I listen to Hatebreed when I'm fucking pumping iron, like, you know what I mean? Ugh. You know, but yeah, that to me is exercise music. I don't normally listen to them. I haven't listened to a Hatebreed album. God knows how long. Is their new stuff any good? I only like the first.
It is. I mean, it is. And
that is my thing. Actually, I do sound like one of those dickheads all the time. I always hear myself when I say it, but it's true with most bands. I do just like the first two albums. Don't know why.
Yeah, no, I'm like that. I tend to switch off.
I even said, I can't remember what band it was. I was like, I like their demos, and that's it. And I thought, oh my god, I'm one of them.
You know,
I'm the
mate.
demo. I'm the
You
demo.
you need to go out and hand out flyers outside of gigs with a fucking tennis racket for a guitar, son.
I can't remember what band it was. I was like, yeah, I like their demos, but I don't like anything else they've done. It's like, oh god.
Look at me. Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, generally, I don't like. I don't know. I'm looking around now. I am, but then again, I do go the other way with another band. I'll go and buy everything that they've done. So, yeah.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with Sepultura when I heard Refuse Resist on MTV, and it was like, fucking hell, this band are also, I'm going to buy everything they've ever done, and I'm going to listen to it chronologically. And you put on Morbid Visions, and you're like,
yeah, it's one of the best albums ever recorded. Why? What was you going to say?
Fucking hell, yeah, right.
It is. It's a fucking awesome album.
No.
Schizophrenia.
No, Schizophrenia's where they started.
I'm not being sarcastic either.
No, you're not. That's what's good.
Awesome albums.
You need to do a death metal only show.
It pretty much is. Apart from this. Although I am going to do I'm going to do a let's talk about video for Thin Lizzy, because Thin Lizzy box set unboxing is still my most viewed video.
Quite far.
The Cannibal Corpse one.
Cannibal Corpse got you a few, didn't it? I noticed that, like 350.
Catching up, yeah. But yeah, people obviously like Thin Lizzy, so I'm going to do
Cannibal Corpse.
And Cannibal Corpse.
You know, sort of fucking talk about opposite ends of the spectrum.
I'll be doing let's talk about videos on both of them. So yeah. Anyway, right, point of view. It's still a good. It's like a punky, thrashy. Basic
I mean, songs like this have, they have merit. Everyone's got something they want to get off their chest, but you just got to be able to write the lyrics better.
Yeah, I will say, I reckon this one. I reckon all these songs will go down well live. Granted, in between all the Maiden songs that he does, but
yeah,
I mean, sooner he did a Killers song, but. Yeah, if he did like Madman in the Attic or Point of View, I bet Point of View would kick a pit off.
Oh, of course it would. You know, because everyone's pissed up and they're like, fuck, you know what I mean? So, but
yeah, right.
Right, track 6.
Right, I'm getting confused here. So we're on the Living Dead now, aren't we? Right.
Where the fuck have you been on my album? Because yet again, as we've always said in the past, when Paul does stuff like this. It's generally the highlight of the album.
Always the ballad. Yeah, it's always the ballad. This is the thing. He always, sells himself as doing all the heavy stuff.
The tough guy and all that with the tattoos and all that shit. But when he mellows it down and he goes Fate's Warning and Queensryche and all that, he knocks it out of the park every single time.
Yeah.
And this song is no different. I mean, it's totally fucking flies in the face of everything that's come before it. I mean, the keyboards and everything. He's gone into Dream Theater territory now with like the keyboards where they come in. He's sort of taking the prog metal thing just to the next step. I mean, it ain't like Dream Theater, don't get me wrong, but it's.
I love as well
it's his version of it. I think it's fucking drums. Really good. Yeah, and I mean,
he does this live as well.
Oh fucking hell! I mean, like I say, the keyboards they're like a fucking. They come out of nowhere, a bit like a fucking RKO. And it's just the best song on the album, and it's got a proper guitar solo. If they ever did a video for this, you'd imagine the power fan blowing the hair back while he's fucking giving it all this.
Not a very good video.
They did a video, did they?
Did a video.
Oh dear, and is he not fucking whittling away with a fan blowing his hair?
Not got a band with him. It's like he was filmed in like green screen or something, and he's sitting on this like throne thing. And then he's basically going with all this horror stuff going around in the background. It looks like a fucking computer game. It's terrible.
But no, I mean, obviously, musically, the song is fucking fantastic, and it's far and away the best song on the album. And it don't feel 6 minutes long either.
Because I heard this one first, and that was what opened the album.
Yeah. That's why I said earlier they shot their load early on that one.
Yeah, and then bang into Madman in the Attic. All right, fair enough. And then it goes on, And I didn't think it was a bad album.
Nearly 6 minutes, and you don't even notice it. And that's the mark of a well-written, longer song. Is it just you get lost in it and it just goes away. The time just fucking, you're like, well, fuck. But no, this song is awesome. Fucking awesome. And that's, you know, it sums up Paul in a nutshell. It can do something like this, and it'll come straight after Point of View 2000.
Mm.
You know, it's just no consistency with the guy. He's got all the talent in the world. I mean, because he must be able to write songs. He must know some guitar or whatever, because he's had, he's never been the same lineup twice. Yeah, he's always churning out these great power ballads. So it must be coming from him in some way or another. He must have melodies in his head or whatever.
Yeah.
So it must be him doing it. So he's got the know-how.
You think he's not recorded with the same lineup twice?
No.
Well, even in Maiden, he didn't.
No, that's it. All different, wasn't it? So,
but the consistent thing is always the ballad is what sticks out. Yeah.
That's it. You know, and it's so frustrating. You know, where the fuck has it been? I'd say such a good song.
This is what being a Charlton fan's like.
Yeah, you get that one moment
of my long-suffering dad.
Yeah.
Right, Nomad title track.
Yeah.
Cool little bass intro.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
Are they, like I said, I've actually made a note. Are they finally learning? Because all the songs have opened pretty much the same way. It's just fucking drums or fucking hell. But this is a nice, nice bit of bass playing as well. You know, because obviously the bass player knows what he's doing. But it's just a nice, catchy little intro.
Yeah. I quite like once it builds up in levels, so you got just the bass, bit of singing in it.
Yeah, good dynamics going on.
Then
the nice drums and the decent main riff, they combine really well.
Yeah. No, I like this.
For once, the drummer's playing that, thinking outside the box. He's sort of dancing around the riff instead of being locked in with it.
Yeah.
You know, and they sort of cat, because you're like, there's the drum. You know, and you got something to listen to now, not just dead center in your head, just like, you know, there's something going on in the speakers. It's the gang vocal bit doesn't do it any favors, and it's probably a couple of minutes too long. But
it doesn't.
That's the only criticisms of the song. Again, you got two. Obviously, it's not as good as The Living Dead, but this is the second best track on the album for me. But
awesome solo on this as well. That's got to be noted.
Yes, but it's just got the misfortune of being called Nomad. And not long ago, earlier on in that year, we had another song called Nomad.
Oh, right,
which was, you know, as good as this is, it ain't a Dave Murray banger.
Yeah, and again, one of the better songs on the album is actually one of the mellower songs. Yeah,
that's it. Again, no fucking coincidence. It's no surprise.
Well, now we got one that's even more cliched and
don't. It's just
then Point of View, and that's Caesar.
Yeah, and the way he spelled it, the way he's done it as an acronym, and I don't know. It's like, fuck off, Paul. You know, does he write these himself, these lyrics?
Well, the thing is, as well, like, I'm a Venom fan, and even I like.
So and this is cliche, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, and
but Venom started that. Paul didn't start that. He's walking around with short hair and a fucking leather trousers. Do you know what I mean? Wearing a pork pie hat. What's he know about Satan?
Yeah.
You know, the song's fucking terrible, but it does have a pretty good solo section, if I recall. It was pretty blazing bit of guitar playing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing. I think he's done that a few times. He's basically recorded with. Because when he tours, he doesn't take a band with him, so he'll fly to Germany and there'll be a band there waiting for him.
Yeah, put people up,
Portugal, and there'll be a band. So he tours, but a band will wait in a certain country for him. So I think he's had that sort of luxury for a while to record with different lineups.
Yeah,
not as often as he should have.
No, and
or could have.
Barring,
I suppose money comes into it, but that's what Architects of Chaos was. That was basically his American.
Yeah, so barring that row he released in 1984, they've all been pretty good musicians as well.
Mm.
You know, not the fucking pub guys he got on the first fucking solo album.
I like that album. I've listened to it so much I've started to like it.
That's what brainwashing is, mate. It's called conditioning.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you call. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I might get it. That's the one album I haven't got.
You'll fucking buy that, but you won't pay for the money for fucking Welcome to the World. You disgust me.
Welcome to the World. What are you on about?
Shotgun Hotel.
Well, I ain't going to pay 40 quid for it. I'll buy it if it comes out. I'm going to pay like 40 quid for Diano. I find like a cheap. Look up on Discogs, mate. They're fucking giving them away. You can get one for like a £5.
Fucking hell.
It's not rare at all. It's never been back in print, but it's not rare.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it tells you all you need to know, doesn't it?
Right. Cold World.
Yeah,
I might bring Paul up. He might have a few spare.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it. Just take it. He slags the album off more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, this is where I start to sort of go.
Yeah, it's fucking end of album filler, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's some pretty fast feet from the drummer. He's actually doing something a bit different. He's gone for speed feet. Don't know how many beats per minute he's going here, but it must be fairly high. But that's about all I got to say about it, really. The solo is one of them. It's gone from this is a really good solo to look at me, I want to be fucking Malmsteen and just pointless whittling. And it is just fucking, let's cobble together something, just put it on the end. We've got to fill up some time.
Yeah.
And that's piss poor.
Yeah, okay. I've not really got much to add to it. So, Do or Die.
And I think Do or Die is Cold World Part 2.
Well, it's a bit, it's not as fast as it is.
No, but I mean, it just the fact that it's just filler, it's uninspired. You know, we've had these two brilliant moments with The Living Dead and Nomad. You know, and it's like, fuck.
All right, and then we'll wrap up with.
The thing is, I was actually gutted with this because I thought Do or Die was the last track, and I was waiting for Spotify to skip over into something else, and it carried on. I'm like, oh fucking hell, there's another one. It was.
Have you not heard the Symphony of Destruction cover?
You asked Kerry, fucking hell. She was like, what? I was like, oh, it's another fucking song. But yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, and it's more fucking crap. You know, every time I try to do things right, another fucker's got me in their sights. Paul, don't try and blame all this on us. You make these fucking choices. You know, you bring all this shit on your fucking self.
Hands up, motherfucker.
Yeah. But fucking hell. I mean, I wish I had actually heard the fucking Symphony of Destruction cover because it's not on Spotify.
It's a pretty good cover, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's a pretty simple song, and it's all in the hook, so they couldn't really fuck it up.
Yeah. So that's that, really.
Yeah, I mean, 3 out of 10, and that's generous because I think Living Dead's earned 2 of those points on its own.
I would have given it a 3 out of 5. So what's that? It's about 6 out of 10, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've just worked that out. Yeah.
But no, I mean, the Living Dead and Nomad, really, really good. You know, and like we said, it's no coincidence that they're the slower tracks on the album. But the rest of it is just fucking hell. Cliched shit. Even more cliched than fucking Menace to Society. And that's saying something. When he was trying to be Pantera.
Was he trying to be Pantera or was he trying to be Biohazard?
Well, a bit of both, really.
Yeah, both, wasn't it? Yeah.
But I'd choose that album over this.
Oh, fucking hell, that is harsh. I don't know. No, I don't think that album's actually that, you know. I'm not going to.
You're just giving it 6 out of 10. That's more than I gave Killers.
Yeah, but you're wrong, aren't you, about that? Killers is a fucking masterpiece.
Fucking hell. But you know,
I'm looking forward to when we at the end of this when we do our top 5. Oh, that's going to be a row.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
There's going to be some
album as well. That'll be fun. But this is, you know, I really want Paul to do well because let's face it, he's the first, unless you fucking counting, you know, you see him live at the fucking Carlton Horses at some point. This is the man we first heard singing fucking Prowler and Phantom of the Opera. You know, these drop dead classic songs, you know.
This is the guy that gave us Phil Anselmo. Think about that.
Yeah, saying that, yeah.
He played, like, you know, he even says to this day, like, my favourite's Paul Di'Anno. And
Yeah.
there's a certain, objectively speaking, Bruce is the definitive singer in Maiden. But
a lot of people like that, don't they? For the vibe and
Paul had the certain edge
yeah.
that the band did lose when he left. And not saying maybe there was another album in him. I don't know, but obviously they made the right choice. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here now talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't be talking about fucking 30 odd albums.
But there's something on those two albums that's not there anymore. And I do kind of think of that era as a separate band. I think of it as like a split up band. I don't.
But
I'm not.
It is.
I did move on. I'm not one of these bands one of these fans that just sort of goes, I only like the first three albums.
Yeah.
And sit there with a face like a slapped arse the entire gig.
That's it. Yeah.
And then go fucking berserk at the end when they do Number of the Beast and Hallowed Be Thy Name.
That's it.
It's like, well, why did you come?
Exactly. Yeah. It's well worth the 60 quid you paid.
Yeah.
But no, it's that's why it's so frustrating, because everyone's got a soft spot for Paul, because he gave us, he gave us this. And you're like, come on, son, fucking you can do it this
and
time.
Running Free, he wrote.
Well, there you go. And that's one of my all-time favourite Maiden songs. I love playing that when I go into the studio. It's a fucking great song. I wish they'd play it more often instead of Run to the Hills. But no, so it is every time you load up a Paul Di'Anno album, you're like, come on, mate, this is the one. This is the fucking home run. Come on. Oh, and he fucking swings and he misses. Because he just doesn't, and it's the reason he ain't in Maiden anymore. Because if he weren't like this, he'd still be a Maiden.
Yeah.
Well, Maiden would have fucking split up years ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But like, I really want him to do well, but he
he's
just
kind of like Paul Gascoigne or like a George Best, isn't he? It's had these like this like amazing winning streak at the beginning, and then they just never caught it again, did they? It was always living up to that early.
Falls off a cliff, doesn't it? And but no, so it's and I haven't heard Architects of Thing Me, but I imagine it's more disappointment. Well, I'm going to go in with an open mind though, because I haven't actually heard any of it. So
it's same sort of setup. It was his German backing band, and he went, let's record an album. And rather than it being Paul Di'Anno, they went, well, let's form a band. And Paul went along with that because he was sick of playing Maiden stuff.
And there another one before that.
So when he toured with that, they actually did that album.
Oh, right, cool. And there another release before that. I was looking at the list the other day. Is there one about 2005? Or am I just making it up?
No, this is it. Yeah, pretty sure. No, this is it, yeah.
Oh, there's another 37 Blaze albums, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, that's the geezer who got his shit together, isn't it? He had a fucking clear path what he wanted, and he was like, right, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah. I've been listening
complete opposite of Paul.
10th Dimension, and that's a bit more adventurous. Not adventurous, that's not the right word. Things expand from the first album, put it that way. A bit more experimentation and a bit more. He really tries to, open things up, and it has. Well, we'll get into that next.
Yeah, next, isn't it?
So
is it an AOR album?
No. No.
Damn.
No, we're still waiting for that one. So thanks for listening to this. I'll say we are covering all the nooks and crannies. Not a stone is being left unturned,
as you can see.
And so we've done this, and like I say, we don't take any pleasure. No,
we don't like kicking the geezer when he's down.
But next week we have got Blaze Bayley's second album, 10th Dimension. Then we're back with Maiden, Dance of Death. Then after that, another Blaze Bayley album, and then we've got Bruce, Tyranny of Souls, and we've still got quite a bit to do. Yeah. So we've still got another 18,
I think, and then something 18, like that.
Plus we'll do a few more at the end.
Oh yeah, there'll be some bonus ones, and plus there'll be at least another album out. I would have thought by then.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. So thanks for watching, everyone. If this is your first episode, go back to the beginning and listen to the albums with us. Either use it as an introduction or listen to it then. Have a listen to this episode. Do it which way round you like. And yeah, we hopefully, if you're young, we get you into Maiden. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.